Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. To the East Coast, West Coast. Put it up. No palm tree, the trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with cane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life, they offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Rather East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Rather East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Choke, no joke. Welcome to the smile treatment, you know. Yeah.
Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell them what they doing. Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about, learn from mistakes. Choke no joke, let's go. You already know, make it low, let's go. My aim was enlightened, drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous, I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching, you was sleeping. Knew you was sneak deep and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake, don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me, bitch seal my fate. Get knocked by the feds, lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like time's hard, two-door garage, eyesight liberage with no damn jaw. Without a reasonable doubt, you think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry. He got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees. Laughing cause I'm broke on the streets.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you was like, yo, Joe, go through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get when got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry that niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. And OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan Gadapper, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. When in the club, Chris for all my men's. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Fed back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself opposition.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. So that's it's me, yo.
I see.
You ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all these
man.
diamonds and stuff, yo.
How can I
Fat
not?
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
No,
These diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money right now. I can show you the money.
No, you ain't
Matter of
gonna show
fact,
me
I can
nothing,
show you
man.
my gun, yo.
What?
Yo,
Oh my God.
the gun, yo. Son,
put
man,
that-
what's the matter that you?
Put that shit away.
Yo, you acting like you scared or something, nigga, yo.
Yo,
Take my
stay
shit out, bust it
DL,
right
man.
now, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
I do
DL.
this, yo, the jewels, everything, yo, everything, yo. Yo, you heard about Dave?
Oh my God, look at you, man. Yo, stay DL, man.
It's juke, new juke, new juke. Joke, no joke. I'm in the building, baby. What up? What up? What up? Sean Walker first in the building. No love for the other side in here. Second up to Lisa Renee. Shard in here. Marsha Felix repping our culture. To Lisa Renee. Membership gang. Mix Wells. Dipset forever. Where you been at, Dipset forever? You like 10th today. Check, check. Can y'all hear me? One, two, 1, 2. Check, check. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Thanks to Lisa Renee. Yeah, someone went out. The weather's bad, so the damn Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, but damn, I was going to show y'all something so good, man. Oh, man. Hopefully I wonder if I could connect. Let's see something. All right. Well, how can I freak this so y'all can see it? How can I freak this so y'all can see this? Capricorn Beauty, what up? Tri-State Shiggity in the building. All right, here we go. It's back. All right. Now, let's see. Let me mute this. All right, check. How that sound? That's good. Can you hear me? I'm live and direct again. All right, we good? All right, good. All right. Y'all don't hear no echo and no feedback, do you? Check. Okay. All right. So, see, I can hear myself on this one. But if y'all can't hear it, that's fine. So let me give it a mic check. Any feedback? 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Let me show y'all this real quick, and then I'm going to get into it.
By a West Coast audience. Throughout the weekend, primetime has learned Biggie Small's every move in Los Angeles was being tracked by an undercover team of agents from a federal task force here in New York, investigating alleged ties between some of Biggie's
How did they miss the
New
hit?
York Genovese.
They drove away.
It was the next night he was shot after attending a crowded music industry party. Just moments after, undercover surveillance team had pulled off Biggie to follow one of his associates.
Now hold it. Now, how did the party end?
Now, if you was paying attention to what the newscaster just said, right? And I'm using this under fair use. Let me do my legal thing here. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Right. So the news reporter stated that the feds was out there following them, and right before the shooting, one of Biggie's what do they call them? One of Biggie associates, that the feds went and followed them when they took off, and they followed them. This is why they missed the shooting, which means that the feds was on Diddy. Because remember, Diddy was the first car that took off. Yo, Kenny, run the next 3 lights, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? And they, right? So that means the feds follow right behind them. And these niggas tell all these stories and they didn't see the feds following behind them.
And he gets shot while they drive away.
Cheered and jeered by a West Coast audience. Throughout the weekend, primetime has learned Biggie Small's every move in Los Angeles was being tracked by an undercover team of agents from a federal task force here in New York, investigating alleged ties between some of Biggie's
How did they miss the
New
hit?
York Genovese.
They drove away.
It was the next night he was shot after attending a crowded music industry party. Just moments after, undercover surveillance team had pulled off Biggie to follow one of his associates.
Now hold it. Now, how did the party end? The fire marshal comes in and says it's too crowded. Everybody thought things were going very smoothly. Biggie and them are over in the corner at a table. Biggie got a broken leg. They wait till everybody leaves the place. Biggie comes out last. They're going to drive away because they say they saw his associate drive away. Yeah. Well, no, Puppy was with him. We got Puppy on the interview later describing that moment. He was in the car behind Biggie. Said when the shooting came down, he runs up to the car, opens the car door up, tries to talk to Biggie, but he don't talk. I can't get him to talk to me.
I heard he left him a few minutes before it happened.
Well, he comes up on the interview and gives his own statement, and that it's important. Never take for granted that they didn't say two things. They could have very well said two things. The lady couldn't identify the Cosby man, but when she found out there was another witness, she could. Then she does the description of the witness. Then when she sees him in the lineup, she don't know him. So he can go anywhere.
People ducking. I hear a couple of shots. In seconds, Biggie.
Oh, there we go. Watch this now. Watch him turn away. It's quick now. It's quick. It's quick. They're going past the car, but they don't want to be seen.
Now, what you seeing here, right? What they getting ready to focus on is the Muslims, right? Not only the Muslims, but that couple right there is going to later reveal. Now, I don't know if the information is true, but somebody's trying to link that couple that's standing there with the dirty pig. They saying that some with that chick that's standing there, when the camera go on them, it's like they look like they turn it from the camera. But the other thing is you got the Muslim dudes coming down, right? And people saying like you on the Muslim dudes may have something to do with it, right? But what they noticing is as the Muslim dudes come down, the camera's facing this way. They come walking down the street, and when they notice the camera, they all turn their backs and turn their heads to the camera. So they like, yo, why are they hiding from the camera? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow it down, and so when we could see the Muslim dudes walking by. One got on the dark suit. Well, we know that the shooter's gone, right? The shooter's not going to be there still while they searching the car and everything.
I'm sorry,
And the New York Genovese Mafia family. It was the next night.
Watch slowly, quick.
Crowded music industry.
I can't slow it down.
Just moments after, undercover surveillance team had pulled off Biggie to follow
Here they come.
his associate. I see girls screaming and people ducking. I hear a couple of shots. Inside.
You see the guy put his hand up in the back. These are the Muslim guys, and walking in the back. And then these two right here, this girl that's supposed to be crying, and this guy standing right here. They're going to bring focus to them later, but I don't know if it's really that odd to me that they ducking the cameras. But I mean, it is something to see on the observation tip. I'm going to slow it down so you can see it.
Undercover surveillance team had Biggie to follow some unseen girls bringing people down in the shot. Inside. What are they doing? What did they look like? What are they doing? I hear a couple of shots. In seconds, Biggie.
Oh, there we go. Watch this. Watch this now. Watch him turn away. It's quick now. It's quick.
Oh.
It's quick. They're going past the car, but they don't want to be seen. I'm sorry.
At the New York Genovese Mafia Bank. It was the next night we
Watch slowly. Quick.
a crowded music industry
I can't
party.
slow it down.
Just moments after, undercover surveillance team had pulled off Biggie to follow
Here they
one
come.
of his associates. I'm seeing girls screaming, people ducking. I hear a couple of shots. Inside.
What are they doing? What are they trying to get away from? What did they look like?
Well executed hit.
What they look like? They look like Nixon Islam? Or we say people in suits. Oh, now let's go back. Let's go back. Unfortunately, I can't slow it down. But the question becomes, what are they ducking for? They're all registered.
Inside.
One. Look at him being. Look at him being involved. What they ducking for is quick now.
I hear a couple of shots. Inside.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Like Tupac in the passenger seat, according to the. In seconds.
Especially that little short guy.
Shot.
Scoots past like.
In the passenger seat.
Where is he coming up from?
Huh?
Where are you coming from?
I don't know. It's now this is just shooting the car. This is just the camera, not too long afterwards, shooting the car, and they gonna walk past the camera.
After, undercover surveillance team had pulled off Biggie to follow one of his associates. I'm seeing girls screaming, people ducking. I hear a couple of shots. In seconds, Biggie Smalls was dead.
Was they crying? Was they sad?
In the passenger seat.
Was they mourning?
According to the police, no random event, but a well-executed hit by a still unknown assailant.
How interesting that this tag is on the end of this goddamn video. Look what it says, y'all. James is so full of ish. He be lying, then tell the truth, then lie, then tell the truth. Don't that sound like the dude that said that he saw them pull up in the white Cadillac? Then he didn't see them pull up in the white Cadillac. Then he saw them pull up in the white Cadillac. Huh? That don't sound like that guy. For somebody that called it, this is 3 years ago on this. I don't even know if that's even 3 years, probably even longer, because I don't even know how long this video is. But it's old. But that sounds like Marv James to change his story up 100 times, right? And then it says, I love how Reggie was putting him on blast about the recorded interview, but James danced around it. And then at the bottom, I don't know, because I'm not clear on who this person is. It says, Reggie Wright, Tata Lake, sister is Lisa Lake. Reggie Wright, Tata Lake, sister is Lisa Lake, a fine-ass news anchor in San Diego in the 90s. I'm not getting that. Reggie Wright, Tata Lake, sister is Lisa Lake. They left something out. They left something out. But I think what they trying to insinuate is that girl that was being hugged by that guy is Lisa Lake. So this is comments on one of them bomb first pages. So that's who she is right there. I guess that would be Lisa Lake, who was standing outside the Peterson Museum. Hmm. And they saying that's her. Favors her.
In violence. When I was dead, he died.
Well, that's something we all can agree on. And that is, ain't no dude Poochie or no dude with no bed out there that could potentially be Poochie. Ain't nowhere out there. Now, which God? Now, this is where I'm getting a little confused with law enforcement when it comes to this dude, right? Because I feel like if the majority of us could look right and see right, I feel like if we can all, for the most part, do I cut this off? Oh, yeah. So I feel like for the most part that a lot of us can agree that this dirty cop, ex-cop, convicted drug trafficking, failed security, Tupac died on his watch, scandalous, vindictive, pig. If we can see through him, I just swear that like it's only thing that it could be is that this dude is some type of law enforcement. Like, and he got it passed because it's way too it's way too obvious that he's a habitual liar, and people that don't have involvement in certain things just don't strike up lies just for the sake of to be lying. And this dude, I can't even tell you how many lies I caught him in. I got a stack of contradictions from this dude. Him, all them other all those involved, them cops, the dirty cops, like it's so much contradictions in these stories. Like I got files of it, right? So when I'm telling you stuff or reiterating stuff, it's not that I'm guessing, because most of the stuff that I speak on, I do research, right? And all right, my bad, y'all. Boy, if ain't one thing, it's another. But like I said, I do some heavy research before I just get on here and be talking, right? Like tonight, this this uh this dude, it I don't even know how to say this because it sounds like like I'm being a bully when it comes to this guy and just showing his inconsistencies in his story because it's so easy that it just makes me feel like a bully because it's like he just talks so much that, like I said, I don't understand how the police just don't see it themselves unless he's working. Well, I believe he's working for them. It ain't no question to me that he's working for them. We see him working for them when he working with them on the grand jury for the Keefe D case. So we know he's working. So that's clear. But I don't understand how they don't see that he's working with them to keep the heat off his goddamn self. That's the thing that's bothering me. It's like we all just can't be smart, and none of us were in law enforcement and lawyers, and it's so obvious to a duck that this dude is guilty of something, because nobody makes up lies for no reason. And this dude stays lying for no reason, right? Well, he lies for a lot of reasons. I gotta say that. I'm trying to get my Instagram back going. I should have went to TikTok. But now the Wi-Fi is acting right. So I gotta give some shout outs too, because a few of y'all send me donations and just random, like when I wasn't on. And so I want to give y'all a shout out, but I'll do it after I cut the Instagram off. Right. So, like I was saying, man, this guy, man, if we can all see the inconsistencies in his story and the guilt all over him, like I just don't understand how law enforcement don't see it, and why aren't they doing anything past him being a suspect and Greg Caden going to him and talking to him and getting this whole murder rap story out of him and making money off of it, and never circling back and investigating him after he know that he told him two lies. The first lie was Southside killed Biggie, and the second lie was Poochie killed Biggie. But Greg Caden have made so much money off of this bullshit ass murder rap story that I personally believe that he just got to ride it out, because what are you gonna say? He had a change of heart, and all these people bought this documentary, and it streamed all over the fucking place. Yeah, of course he can't do that. Tell him the truth wouldn't be in his best interest right now. Not at all. Not at all. Right? So the dirty cop or former cop, failed cop, because his feet were swollen or whatever. Like this is what I'm saying about. I feel like he's just working for them, and they needed him, because let me ask you something, right? If this makes sense to anybody, right? How do you go from retiring from the police department, right? Because you're not physically capable of working, and go work as security doing the same type of work that you was doing at the police department, being on your feet, running around, getting in the bullshit. What could he not have done at the police department other than his job, that he had to go create a security company to go work for Suge? Is it because he wanted that music money was better than that government paycheck, that Compton PD paycheck? He wanted to be around the rappers and all that other stuff, because I mean, if he went and worked for them, he was on his feet moving around and stuff. So how does he get to retire from the police department with a pension off of saying that he was handicapped when he worked and ran around the world with as a security guard? these him and his man Squill, them niggas, they what do you call it, pimp the mailbox. They know how to pimp the goddamn system, bro. This nigga getting a check from retiring from the police department and getting a disability check while running a whole fucking security company. Wow. They ain't the smartest down at the Compton PD, huh? Motherfucker, you get away with that shit, right? And still be getting checks, right? This is what I'm saying. Nigga got to be working, y'all. Got to be working to be getting all these perks. Now, the purpose of this live is because this dude just tell lies and just think that the world is stupid because he could manipulate Vegas PD and LAPD detectives, because maybe some of these people aren't street smart. They could be book smart, they could be legal smart, but clearly they have not dealt with a guy of this caliber that just keep Kaiser Soze and these people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I look at it. He's Kaiser Soze. He's sitting there like Virgil the Crip, and no pun intended, and just sit there and make up these stories, looking at the wall, telling the police anything, and they going for it. So here's his latest one. There's a cop, Frank Lyga. Frank Lyga, if this happens to come across your YouTube channel, please reach out to me. Choke no joke at Gmail. I would love to interview you and see what you know about this guy, Reggie Wright Jr. Because for him to claim like he don't know you, he was very passionate calling you a racist, an Aryan Nation racist. Yeah, that's what he called you. I would like to hear your views about racism, right? Now, this guy, this guy want us to believe that he don't know who Kevin Gaines is. He says, I don't know who Kevin Gaines is. I never met him. I don't know him. Right? But he makes this video defending Kevin Gaines. And it sounds like he knows him very well. Like, how do you get on the internet and talk about a guy that you say you don't know, you never met, but you know how he will react? Is this dude retarded? He got to be like, he said, Kevin Gaines. I don't know him. I never met him. But we know when he lying, right? Because he can't lie. And in his face, we know it when he's lying. When he says that, look at his face. He's lying. He don't know Kevin Gaines, and he never met him. And look at he even pauses because he's so fucking guilty. Look at him when he says that, right? Now, this is the guy who claims to have been close friends with Sharitha Knight, who is Suge Knight's ex-wife, right? Even that is up for debate. And if you say, oh, Choke, how is that up for debate? I've been searching and searching for some goddamn wedding pictures. Yo, Reggie, can you post some pictures of you at Suge and Sharitha's wedding? Would that be too much to ask for? Can y'all post some wedding pictures? Anybody? Sharitha, Suge Knight wedding. Reggie, you ain't got no pictures of you in Tupac, but I'm sure you got a picture at Suge's wedding, right? We'll wait a week for that. Okay? I'm going to take it old school to y'all. But you know, if you old school, you might know something about that. If you don't know nothing about that, ain't nothing I could tell you. How many of y'all remember those? Now, this dude say he don't know Kevin Gaines. He never met him. But when he telling the story about Frank Lyga, he says, oh, Kevin Gaines did that because he knew they was following him. Do you know him or don't? You don't know him. You know him or you don't know him? How would you know why Kevin Gaines did that? Which it would be beef with the cop when he pulled up. What happened? Let me give you a little backstory for y'all don't know the Kevin Gaines story. Kevin Gaines was a cop that ran with David Mack, Rafael Perez, the Rampart cops, and stuff. He was also dating Sharitha Knight, Suge's wife, ex-wife at the time. He's alleged to be a part in the Tupac murder, and he's alleged to be affiliated in a part with the Biggie murder, right? He was definitely in Vegas for the time Tupac got killed. I personally believe if Keefy D was in the car, I believe Kevin Gaines was in the car with him. I believe Kevin Gaines may have been the shooter. If Keefy D was even in the car. But I believe Kevin Gaines to be a shooter, and either Rafael Perez, David Mack, or Reggie Wright Jr. to be the driver of the car. Reason I say that, the driver saw by Gaddafi when they driving up, said they was looking in the cars. He seen the driver, light-skinned dude, mustache, bald head with a hat, looked like a bitch in the face. Reggie light skin, with a mustache, bald head at the time, looked like a bitch in the face. David Mack, Rafael Perez, I don't know about looking like a bitch in the face, but they all resemble the same description. If they would have put a 6-pack up and 3 of those in the 6-pack is Reggie, Mack, and Perez, and Gaddafi would have got a chance to see that 6-pack, it would have been one of those 3, allegedly. Right? And we know Orlando wasn't in the car or wasn't the shooter, according to Suge, right? And then also from Suge, we know that he said the same people that killed Pac is the same people that killed Big. If you solve one, you solve them both. He also said Perez and them was trying to kill him, right? So all that to say, Kevin Gaines was also in Vegas. Kevin Gaines also was stripped and got his ass whipped by Suge and Buntry in Vegas when Suge and Buntry ran into Sharitha and Kevin Gaines together, getting ready to get in the car on the or getting out the car at the valet. He put them back in the car, said, yo, give us a ride, shot them out to the desert, whipped nigga ass, stripped them naked, and left them both out there. After that, he went and kicked in Sharitha's door looking for that nigga, right? There's a whole story that she tell part of it. Other part is I don't want to say urban legend because there's truth to it, but that other part comes from reliable sources, right? So with Kevin Gaines getting his ass whipped and stripped by Suge, that's worse than Tupac jumping on Orlando Anderson, this, that, and other. Getting your ass whipped and left stripped naked in the middle of the desert and got to find your way back naked. Yeah. You're going to hold a grudge, buddy. If you think Orlando, if you believe the Orlando story, think about a cop getting his ass whipped and stripped and left in the goddamn desert with his girlfriend. Even though that was his wife, it still was his girlfriend, right? So who you think had a more hard on for Suge than Orlando in the Tupac situation, right? Anyway, getting back to Reggie's acting like he don't know who Kevin Gaines is. Now, if I'm telling you, Suge had a beef with this nigga for dealing with his wife, right? And stripped him and beat him up. You don't think Reggie know about this nigga? If Suge know about Kevin Gaines, you think Reggie don't know about Kevin Gaines? This nigga know about everything. He know about Harry O. He wasn't even at death row. And you telling me this nigga should whip this nigga ass and shit? It's clear that Sharitha knows that people from death row know about her relationship with Kevin Gaines. They know that this nigga, the gang niggas or the street niggas around him knew about this incident. You really don't think that Reggie know who the fuck Kevin Gaines was? But he know all the other beefs and all the other people, the people that got beat up and stripped and pistol whipped and this, that, and other. But he don't know the cop that Suge stripped and left out in the desert with Sharita. And Sharita's his best friend, and Reggie was dating her cousin. Right? And cracking at her. We heard him on the phone cracking at her. Right? We heard him ask her, yo, did you pay Kevin Gaines with a death row check? But he don't know this nigga. We hear him on the phone asking Sharita, did you pay Kevin Gaines with a death row check? Because they talk about in the labyrinth, they got receipts, he got receipts, he had death row checks in his locker. Nigga, it wouldn't be death row checks, first of all. It would be right way security checks, right? Second of all, you would have hired him. You hired security, not Death Row. Death Row is not a security company. Right Way is the company that provided security for Death Row. So you telling me you didn't know who Kevin Gaines was? And we hear you on the phone call Sharita and say, Kevin Gaines. Yeah, Kevin Gaines. Did you write did he get a check from Death Row? Are you sure? They saying in the book that he got checks from Death Row. I'm a lot of things, Reggie, but I ain't stupid. I'm scandalous, but I ain't that scandalous, Reggie. Well, here I know. I believe her when she says she's scandalous, but not that scandalous. Right? Because Reggie goes, yeah, because they said you gave Kevin Gaines a check. And man, Sugar kill you and me. He found out that you paid him through death row money. I thought you don't know this nigga, Reggie. Now, if you didn't know him, you would have called her and said, hey, there's a guy that they say named Kevin Gaines that was getting checks from death row. Have you ever heard of him? I don't know who this guy is. You said, Kevin Gaines, let me ask you, you paid him through death row? You told her. You didn't ask her if she knew who Kevin Gaines was, or did she have a Kevin Gaines do any work for her? You knew who he was, brother. See, this is where I feel like the police is playing stupid. And no, you got everything to do with this Biggie murder and this Tupac murder, allegedly. But you are probably more valuable as a rat in the streets than them sending you to jail. That's why you did that little skid bid, and all your other people did 20 years and 10 and 20 years, and you done got 12 years cut to goddamn 6 months in the fucking early release. 13 months, whatever you got. But let's get back to Kevin Gaines. So if you didn't know Kevin Gaines, why when you called Sharita and discussed her man, because you know who her goddamn man was, right? Her boyfriend, not her husband, but her boyfriend. You knew who he was. This is why you called her and you asked her what she paying him. And she said, no, Reggie, I'm not that scandalous. And then you talk about Kevin Gaines' lawsuit with the city. I thought you don't know this nigga. Oh, Sharita told you, right? I'm sure. I'm sure Sharita told you that story about his lawsuit, right? But not only do you know about his lawsuit, you know that he has kids. How do you know he got kids? Sharita told you, right? Yeah. Oh no, you probably researched it, or everybody knew that after the case was over, it was so big in Compton in LA that everybody knew he had kids, and you knew that his kids got money and they got paid. You know this nigga or not, bro? Do you know this nigga or not? It's very much clear you know him. It's very clear you know him. You know he got kids and all this other stuff. Or Sharita told you that, right? Okay. And then he goes off to say, yeah, Frank Lyga, he's a racist ass cop. He was following him because he just made a cash withdrawal. Y'all, you know what? I ain't going to get into that. Y'all know what he made a cash withdrawal for? No, we don't know. We don't know that nigga. You know him. But tell us. Could you tell us what did he make a cash withdrawal for? And how did you know they was following him because he made a cash withdrawal? Oh, you read the case? Or Sharita told you? And how are we supposed to know, the audience, what he made this cash withdrawal for? Could you tell us what he made it for, Reggie? You know, Toya? Kim Gaines. You know, I don't know if that's your uncle, your cousin, Kevin Gaines. I don't know if that's your uncle or not. But could you tell us? What did Kevin Gaines withdraw the money for? This nigga act like we all know what he know. That was your guy. But we don't know what he withdrew the money for. We don't know how much it was. But please enlighten us. And don't pick and choose in this video which y'all want to address. Please make sure y'all address the phone call between Reggie and Sharita and him calling her asking, did she pay Kevin Gaines with a death row check? When are you going to address that? We thought you didn't know who Kevin Gaines was. He like that meme, right? How would he know? They would never know. How would he know? This nigga know everything, but ain't been around nothing. What was the withdrawal for? The Tupac hit. And when you address this video, which I know you never will, but somebody trick them in the comments and ask them some questions, right? But please tell us how much he withdrew and what it for. And when you do answer, if you ever decide to answer that phone call when you call Sharita and you said, Kevin Gaines, yeah. Ask her what did she mean about, unless it was that thing in Vegas. What is the thing in Vegas that Sharita paid Kevin Gaines for that y'all couldn't say over the phone? Was that the hit on Tupac? I'm curious to know. Is that the hit on Tupac? Please tell me. What is the thing in Vegas when she say, unless the money, unless it was that thing in Vegas, and y'all couldn't talk about it? Talk to me, brother. They talking about, I don't want to repeat that. Why? You repeat everything else? Keep squealing, pig. Oink, 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 oink. Don't start oinking now, nigga. Keep oinking. All you do is oink, oink, oink. Hey, all day, goddamn dirty pig. Keep squealing. And then he gonna say, the dude Frank Lyga says, Kevin Gaines pulled up on him and was throwing gang signs, and then they got into the exchange, and then, I ain't even tell y'all the whole goddamn story about the Kevin Gaines thing, right? But the dude, the cop Frank Lyga, that from one dirty cop to the next is sitting there talking about this cop, the white cop Frank Lyga. He shot and killed Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines was Sharitha Knight's boyfriend at the time, right? And then he also, there's so much. This nigga knows this guy, and he just making it look so bad. Like, I got him so many times. It's like, I'm all over the place because, like, he's such a goddamn liar. I caught him in so many lies. Oh God, I'm all over the place. But Frank Lyga killed Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines was Sharitha Knight's side boyfriend, right? And according to Reggie, clearly Sharitha was Kevin Gaines' side chick because apparently Kevin Gaines at the time he got killed was married. And this dude, how the dirty pig even know that he was married? Like, how do you know this dude was married and he got kids and you don't know him? So now we finding out that Kevin Gaines was married at the time he got killed, even though he was with Sharitha at the time he got killed, driving Sharitha's car at the time he got killed. This nigga run his mouth too goddamn much. So Frank Lyga says they both was driving. They got up to a light. They was looking at each other on some road rage shit. Kevin Gaines threw up some gang signs. The cop grabbed his gun. Kevin Gaines went for his gun. They had a shootout. He shot Kevin Gaines. He took off, pulled in the gas station, and died. Right. He later got sued by the city because he killed the cop. For whatever reason, I don't think Frank Lyga was convicted of killing Kevin Gaines. He tried to say that, it was gang related or whatever. But they sued, his family sued. They won some money. According to the guy that don't know him or never met him, he said they got I think like 400,000. Some went to his wife, some went to his kids. How he know he got a wife and kids, I don't know, because he don't know him and never met him, right? Right. So that's who Kevin Gaines is. So he's mad because this guy, Frank Lyga, is up on YouTube talking about how he killed Kevin Gaines. So if Pork Butt, the dirty pig, Reggie, if he didn't have no emotional connection to Kevin Gaines or any business dealings or any affiliation with Kevin Gaines. Why is he up here trying to defend this guy? Defend his honor, defend his name. Like, why? If you don't know him, how do you know so much about him to defend his character? So he says, man, I don't believe Kevin Gaines was throwing gang signs at that cop. Now he might have threw him the middle finger, but he ain't throwing no gang signs. How do you know? How do you know? I don't understand. How do you know? You don't know this guy. You never met him. But you know his character to know if he would have threw the gang signs at this cop. How do you know that? He wouldn't have never did that. Did it? You're telling on yourself. You know that, right? You know you're telling on yourself, right? How would you know that? That's me telling a person that they snore at night that I never even slept with. How would I know they snore? Man, you get peaceful nights when you sleep with her at night. Man, that girl don't snore, she don't do. How do you know this? If you never slept with this woman, how would you know if she snores? So how do you know it? What if you don't know Kevin Gaines? How do you know his actions for you not to believe this dude Frank Lyga's story? You don't even know Frank Lyga to know if he's a credible person or not. Right? Unless you do know him. You call him a racist and all this other stuff based on appearance. I'm gonna assume unless you know him. Unless you heard about him in the departments, in the field. Because I'm sure all y'all cops know each other, and you a cop that was hiring cops. Right? I'm not making that up. Now, if you were smart, I'm gonna tell you what to say when you get back on YouTube and try to clean this up. This is what you say, right? Say Sharitha told me. Oh, I knew how he acted because Sharitha used to tell me about him. That's what you say to clear it up, to make it look like you don't know. I'm gonna give you a good lie, nigga. This is a good lie for you. Say that Sharitha used to talk to you about him. Say some cops, knew him or whatever. Because you're going to look stupid. You're going to get busted. You got to say Sharitha told you how he act. Sharitha said that, he wouldn't have never threw no gang signs. Kevin was not like that. You got to say that, dummy. You telling on yourself. You're so stupid. So you telling me Suge know Kevin Gaines and you don't. So him and Bunchy beat this nigga ass. And Suge never told you to be on alert for this nigga. You and Sharita are very close friends. Used to date her cousin. And you don't know Kevin Gaines? Well, we know you know Kevin Gaines because you called her and asked about Kevin Gaines. She even told you that he did security for Snoop. And she paid him cash. You remember that? You know who Kevin Gaines is, nigga. But you can act like you don't know who he is. This is why he was able to pull up on Suge and Tupac in Vegas and shoot that goddamn car, allegedly. Because you don't know him. But he was out in Vegas, right? For that special assignment. Did he get paid for that? Sharita paid him for that? Or you paid him for that? You remember that? She said it. Unless it was that Vegas thing. What Vegas thing? He was dead a few months after Tupac. So what Vegas thing? Then you got the nerve to say, yeah, Kevin Gaines was the type of cop to say, fuck y'all. I thought you didn't know him. How would you know if he was the type of cop to say F y'all if you don't know him and never met him? You got to say Sharita told you. If you don't want to get busted, say Sharita told you. Okay? God. This nigga's slow. He wasn't that type of cop. How would you know what type of cop he was? You said you don't know him. You never met him. So how could you say he wasn't that type of cop? You got to say Sharita told me he wasn't that type of cop. You blowing your cover, brother. You blowing your cover. You have to say Sharita told you. There you go. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, he shot him up. Yeah, he killed him. Yeah, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Talking that redneck talk. You know what I'm saying? A racist LAPD cop. Then he showed some pictures of Frank Lyga. Look at him. Looking like one of them tough Aryan Nation mother effers. He said, yeah, but he ain't telling the whole story. He ain't telling the whole story. Well, you tell it, Reggie. Since you don't know Kevin Gaines and Frank Lyga ain't telling the whole story, since you don't know him, you tell it. Since you wasn't there, you tell it. Because, you know, you could tell us what happened in Vegas and you wasn't there. You could tell us what happened to Biggie and you wasn't there. So, of course, nigga, we know you know what happened with Frank Lyga and Kevin Gaines. Come on, you knew about Biggie and Tupac. You like Whack 100, nigga. You know everything, right? So go ahead, tell us. Tell us. Tell us. What did Frank Lyga then tell us? Yeah, they was calling him a narcotics suspect. You know what I'm saying? He didn't meet him at the light and just throw some gang signs and then they happened to, no, he was following him. He was following him. He was a narcotics suspect. Why he ain't telling that? Won't you tell the truth about that? Tell that. Well, you just told it, Reggie. You just told it. How you know that? You don't know Kevin Gaines. You never met him. You never met Frank Lyga. So how you even know that? You have to say Sharita told you. Brother, I'm trying to help you here. And it says, oh yeah, and he's lying because he said they was following him over an incident that happened at Sharita's house. Now, Reggie, if they was following him over an incident that happened at Sharita's house, and you know about the incident that happened at Sharita's house, you still gonna tell us you don't know this man? You don't know him, you never met him, but you know about the incident that happened at Sharita's house. And she didn't tell you her good friend that dated her cousin who, what, why, and when, and where. Of course she did. But you don't know Kevin Gaines. You talk too much, brother. You need to get off the internet because I promise you, you're going to be the next Keefe D, brother. As soon as they don't need you no more, because they clearly need you because you done told on yourself 10 times over. So what happened at Sharita's house? If I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to have to do some research, did somebody get killed at her house? Allegedly? And Kevin Gaines was there, right? Did he kill somebody in her house? It was a killing at her house or something. I allegedly, I'm gonna say, because I can't remember. It'll come back to me. Something happened at her house. I think it was a killing. And I think they ruled it as self-defense. It got swept under the rug. I know the story. Hold on. Something happened. Somebody got killed at her house. Damn, I gotta research it. I gotta research it. Something happened at her house, and I think somebody got killed at her house, and the police just cold swept it under the rug. So that's what he's talking about. You know, I'm gonna throw allegedly in there because I can't remember, but I do remember the paperwork. And somebody got killed in that house. I don't know if it was a home invasion or they try to make it look like a home invasion. But if I'm not mistaken, it was in Sharita's house. And Kevin Gaines, I think he killed somebody at that house, or something. That's what I think the story is. I think he killed somebody at Sharitha's house. Because Reggie said that Frank Lyga was lying in that interview about why they were following him, because he said they was following him over an incident that happened at Sharitha's house. Once again, he knows Kevin Gaines. He don't want to know Kevin Gaines because he ties back into the Tupac and the Biggie murders. But he knows Kevin Gaines. He would have never called Sharitha and asked her about him getting paid. All right? He wouldn't have never called Sharitha and asked her about Kevin Gaines getting paid and saying that Suge would kill him and her if he found out that she paid him through death row. Right? That's clear indication that he knows who the hell this nigga is. Because why would Suge do something to him if he paid him through death row, if he don't know this nigga? This nigga think we stupid. Like I said, he got Vegas fooled. He fooled goddamn Greg Caden ass. But you ain't gonna fool us, baby. Then he breaks down the whole lawsuit and knows that Kevin Gaines had a wife, the kids, but he don't know him. He never met him. I guess he never met Sharitha either. This nigga's a liar. Yo, when you come with your rebuttal, say you know all that about Kevin Gaines because Sharitha told you. I'm telling you, that's the only way you're going to save yourself. Say Sharitha told you about Kevin Gaines. That's how you know he had a wife. That's how you know he had a kid. That's how you know they got money. Because, like, who the fuck in Kevin Gaines' family will be discussing finances with you? A guy that never met him, don't know nothing about him. Why would his family be telling you what they got in the lawsuit? How would you even know that information? You don't know this guy. I still think the world is stupid. But keep talking. Keep talking. Good night.
Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah, now. Choke, no joke. Jack Brown. Yeah. This what ATL in New York sound like. Let's go. Y'all hating ass niggas, I see y'all. Choke, get busy, that's why I got the crown. Hate in the air. You clowns, I see the envy that you breed, jealousy. What you need is your own damn hustle. Stop worrying about mine. Nigga, I'm popping cause I put in time. Came out modeling, camera in hand. still get busy with the mic in hand. Streets pulled out, niggas got sprayed. Niggas turn on you when they see you get paid. The intimidation in your face. Where's the love? What's taking place? You want my gold and my ducats, cause my money overflowing out of buckets. Shot him in public, made people holler. Scar on his face for the money and the power. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the game had me fooled, got in, was young. Thought talent made you rich, damn was dumb. More to make, cake from crumbs. You gotta be sweet, G or native tongue. My heartbeat went into overload when Larry tried to turn me into a mole. Told me show my curly to the CEO. I didn't think it's funny, so his jaw hit the floor and grabbed that chair that broke his back. Then realized that's a hate attack. Harassment comes assault, you in the maze. No way out, like Puff and Mace. Touch me, tease me, I catch a case. Nigga, you ain't straight as your poker face. Father law God, in that game I fold. This sun don't tick, demon time don't hold. I'm the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. 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 The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. The truth in the industry made me the choker. Choker. On the ones and twos. Choker. What y'all want to do? I'm here now. Eden Wall, stand up. Shout out to the bomb squad. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.